Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Breeze. Breezeway Productions The Breeze. We're bringing the latest in independent films and film festival news, and we have with us today director Stephen Purvis to talk about his upcoming film. How are you, Stephen?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me on today.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. So tell me a little bit about your latest upcoming film project.
Well, my latest film is All My Friends Are Going to Be Strangers, Chapter 1. And what I did was, this is a sort of a speculative pilot that I've wrote, produced, and directed. The idea being that we would turn this novel into a limited series for streaming service.
Interesting. Okay, so the chapter 1 part, this is going to be a saga. Are you looking to do it just like mini episodes, like something that you could binge on Netflix, or what are you looking at?
Yeah, exactly. It's something that ideally you'd binge it, right? So each chapter would be a little 15-minute chunk. And you'd end up at the end of the day, we'd end up with 20 chunks basically, because it's kind of 10 episodes is sort of the way that most of the streaming services like to put stuff
Okay.
together. And you
Was this
follow these characters who you meet in the first episode, and then you follow them through the series.
How was this written? Was it written as one giant clump that was split into 20 pieces? Was it 20 different segments? How was it put together?
It was put together, yeah, exactly, as 20 different chunks. So, and what I've done is, because the way networks operate, this is a little, I tried to sort of put it together in a way that would be, something they'd be used to seeing. So I essentially have a 1 hour pilot, then I have a Bible for the entire series that lays out what each episode is going to be about, and the what goes on the storyline of the entire 10 episode series and stuff, because that's how that's how streaming services work. And then I've got a pitch deck that goes with it, and then I got this little proof of concept film that introduces the characters and hopefully gives you a taste that makes you want to see more.
Wow. So you have all of the equipment on your belt right now. It seems like you're locked and loaded and ready to go for it. So tell me a little bit about the synopsis of this project. So what can audiences see for this film, for the series?
Well, essentially, for the episode that I made, it's a young aspiring writer goes to a British professor's party in Austin, Texas in 1969. It's kind of a crazy party, and he meets, he spends the night because he gets too drunk to drive back to Houston, where he's from. And the next morning he wakes up and he meets this beautiful girl. And so he decides, it's kind of love at first sight for him. So he sees her, they're the only two awake from the party. So he takes her out to breakfast, and it turns out she's the girlfriend of the host, of the British professor. And she's actually a student of the professor's. So they're having kind of an illicit romance, so to speak.
Oh, very scandalous. It sounds
Yes.
very risque. Okay, well, congratulations on completing the first segment of the series, and that you will premiere at Dances with Films recently.
Yes, yeah, we had a really fantastic premiere at Dances with Films, full
Nice,
house. They really enjoyed it. Really great
nice.
screening. Nice to see it on a big screen too.
Oh yeah, at the Chinese theaters, and I know that there's a lot of filmmakers that go. Great networking opportunities, and it's a really fun time to be had by all. Okay, so what do you see the next step for this project will be? Where do you go from here?
Well, the next step is, try and spread the word through these kind of, through meeting with people and getting reviews of it and stuff. We were fortunate to get a really nice review in Film Threat, and kind of take it from there and see if we can get interest from the powers that be in Hollywood. There's a kind of a turmoil now because of the Writers Guild strike. So, things are, and also if the actors go on strike, then, that's going to bring that'll bring Hollywood to a halt essentially. But the
Yeah.
idea is that, here's a series that's ready to go. We've got the pilot episode done. We've got the Bible done. We need to knock out the rest of the episodes for the series. But, the story is charted out, and it all takes place in 1969, which I think is a really interesting era in the history of this country, because, the year that men walked on the moon, the anti-war protest, Nixon's the president, he's about to go through Watergate. I mean, there's a real interesting kind of era in the history of our country.
Right on. Okay, well, it sounds like you have a wonderful journey ahead of you. Are you going to continue on the festival circuit with this project?
I hope to, but the festival circuit is extremely competitive. I mean, I was really lucky to be screening at Dances with Films, and I saw the other films that I was screening with, and they're all really excellent films and stuff. And that there are thousands and thousands of filmmakers making great short films all the time and
Right.
stuff. So it's extremely competitive thing. So we'll see what happens. You know.
Yes, I agree with you in that sentiment, because we've had some film festival organizers on the show before, and that they've revealed to us just how many submissions they've had, and the numbers that they quote are jaw dropping, essentially. So for the fact that it's able to, you know, lead ahead of the crowd showcases that the project is in the top 10 percentile, or the top 10%, because you know, it was picked above the rest to screen. So that gives it its notoriety in itself. In closing, where can people go to find out more about your film? Is there a website or an Instagram or any social media people can check out?
Yeah, they can go to social media, Stephen Purvis Films on Instagram. That'd be a
Okay.
good place to check it out. Yeah.
Right on. Well, we hope everyone was able to check out Stephen Purvis Films on Instagram, and congratulations on your acceptance and screening at Dances with Films. And we look forward to seeing more of these films created in the future, and wish you the best of luck on your journey.
Hey, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.